Hello and welcome to another how-to video. My name's Ditech, CTO DVS, and before you go any further, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Why? Because we want to get to 100,000 followers. 100,000 followers, that's a lot of followers, but we can do that. And we also want you to be notified of all our cool and latest content. So, without further ado, because the weather is unusually warm today in Cardiff, where we're filming this video content, we're going to do a Hikvision thermal presence detector video. It's warm and we're going to do thermal. I just put the aircon on here because whilst it's only 7:25 in the morning, it is still quite warm inside the building even. So, what is the Hikvision thermal presence sensor? Now, this is brand new from Hikvision. So HIKMICRO is the thermal specialist arm of Hikvision. So HIKMICRO and the Heat Pro range. So you can see there, it's quite a small box. The part number is that for anyone who's interested. I'll pause it there, you can pause the video. Hopefully you can still see that. Now, really, this is a little tiny device. I will get it out now. It's a little cylindrical device here using a thermal camera technology with Wi-Fi built in. Now, what this allows you to do is a couple of things. So fire detection or fire prevention, so temperature exception alert, and number of people in that area. It still maintains your privacy. It's not like a traditional security camera where you're looking at objects and counting them. Using the thermal sensor, we're able to accurately count number of individuals in that room, so you could have like threshold exceeded, etc. We'll show you that through the video. But it also maintains your privacy. So for places like, you know, healthcare settings, residential care, is absolutely perfect for that, where you can give the desired outcome without breaking people's confidence or privacy using a traditional camera system. It does have the Wi-Fi on board, and it does link to the HikConnect app. Now, another use case for this, aptly because I've just put the aircon on, you could use this to drive like building awareness. Like you could turn lights on or lights off. You could turn aircon on or off. It has built-in I/O on the back of the unit. So if we get this actually out of the box here, it is quite a small box. Now, there is a manual included, but you guys know we never look at that. It's a tiny, there's a little bracket, so we'll get the bracket out. And it's a tiny, so it comes with a backplate mounting bracket, so you screw that to the wall and click it on. That's how small that thing is. It comes with a USB-C cable, so you can power it from a USB-C source. It also comes with a USB-C and Ethernet adapter, so you can power it by PoE. The camera itself is really small unit, and it does come with this mounting bracket. You can fit it on the ceiling or you can fit it on the wall straight. You can even use this built-in bracket, so you can screw the bracket to the wall, which we're going to do. We're going to screw it up here actually. This screws onto here. So I'm going to screw this onto here shortly when I can locate that. So that goes onto there like that. And then this, once I screwed it on, there's a little capture screw that comes in the pack, just fits onto there. So you've got full tilt and turn adjustment using this bracket. It's very discreet, very small. Now, using the cables that come with it, there is a little screwdriver that comes with it as well, which we're going to use. There is, so you've got the power cable, so 12 volt in to USB-C, or you've got the I/O as well. So there's a little connector which goes on here. So there's a little like a debug port effectively. It's a fly-in lead, like an IDC connector. Click that in, like so. And on the back of there, you've got your alarm and RS-485. So you've got your alarm output there. So you can use that to drive third-party systems like aircon, lighting. That's probably the blinds, heating control, whatever that is, you can use it to your third-party system using this little fly lead. You may not want to, you may just want to use it as an app notification. You can use this little third-party extension here. And you can see the USB-C port is on the back there. Very straightforward. There is a micro SD card slot there if you want to use that, and the reset button. Other than that, that's as simple as it gets. It is very small. If I use my iPhone as a reference, my iPhone 15, you can see how small this thing actually is. Very, very small. So very quick to fit. So I'm going to put the screw in that back plate now, screw it up to our mounting box here, our pod, and then we're going to add it to the Wi-Fi and we're going to see what we can do with it, see what sort of results we get with it. So stay tuned while I quickly fit this. Let me peel this off. That is the most satisfying thing ever, and people used to hate that on the video, and now everybody does it. So stay tuned while I quickly fit this, and we'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, so I have fitted the little unit here. It's here. I have a fly lead. It is powered by the PoE. So I put the USB-C to the Ethernet PoE injector, or adapter, I should say rather. In the back of this, I've just left it out, hanging out the side for visual purposes. I've also used the alarm output connected to a Klein multimeter. So I'll take you a little bit closer, just to give you a little bit of an insight. So you can see there, the PoE adapter is fitted to the camera, and we've got the alarm output fitted to our Klein multimeter. So what we're going to do now is add it to the HIKConnect app. So I'm going to transfer you to the HIKConnect app to show you how to connect this as a hotspot to then get this set up ready for use. So stay tuned. Okay, so we fitted the camera like we said. Now, in this book, it tells you that you connect to the access point via your phone or laptop, open up a web browser, and it'll let you set the password. Now, that doesn't work. I've tried it several times, 2 different laptops, 2 different machines. If you follow the method that I'm going to do now, this should allow you to activate it, get it on the network. So for now, this is how I'm going to do it. If you do choose to follow the instructions in the book and you have success, please drop a comment in our post. Let us know. Doesn't work for me. It didn't work for anyone else. I expect the instructions are a little bit out of date, but this is the workaround which I believe is going to work. So first thing you need to do is go to your web browser, your internet web browser. Go to the Wi-Fi, actually, because we're on a laptop. You could do this on a smartphone and use the HIKConnect SADP tool function. Maybe you could do it that way. I'm going to do it this way. So it's easier to film, actually. Find the access point. So the access point, in the book it does say this, and this is correct. So the access point is HM-AP and then 6 digits. Scroll down, so HM, HIKMICRO-access point, pot JPC for this instance. Select it. We're going to connect to it. Now, the password is the serial code. On the sticker on the unit or on the box, there is a serial code by there, a 9-digit serial code. It's the last 8 digits of that code. I'm going to read it out just so we can do this. And if it's capitals, put it in capitals. A044297A. And click next. So we're going to connect from my laptop to the device's wireless access point in the first instance. We will take 20-30 seconds to connect, no doubt. It's trying to see if there's a valid internet connection on the back of this. There isn't going to be, but it will connect anyway, I hope. Now, I will update Hikvision and say the method they put in the book doesn't work. I'm sure they probably updated it since, but... Right, okay, so we're now connected. Next thing we're going to do is if you open up a web browser, it doesn't do anything because we're connected to the local device's access point. Now in the manual it says if you open up an internet browser, once you're connected to it, it does allow you to configure it. It doesn't. What we are going to do is use SADP. So the first thing we need to do is go into our network connections, go to our Wi-Fi, and you can see it's connected to our HIKMICRO access point, properties, double click on that. So there's no address physically set currently. If I use SADP, so it is finding that device. Look, that is the device in question. So what we're going to do is select it. For those of you that are watching the video, you can't, that's the full part code. We're going to set it, activate it. Yeah. Enable HIKConnect. Do it at the same time and activate it. Okay, it's now activated. I want to set this as a static IP address for a minute while saying that, I could just say, I could either set as a static IP address or just do this. So let's do this. Okay, so if I set it as 192.168.8.2, wait for that to take. Okay, it's now taken. If I go to a normal web browser, if I just click on there, that should open up the web page. What you've noticed is it didn't actually open it, but the IP address has changed because I didn't set the IP address. It's now set 192.254. So I am going to change this, enable DHCP to 192.168.8.1. Let's force it. Now, if I open this, where's the thing here? 8.1. There we go. We now have access to our product. So we can log in, so admin, and then using the passcode. I just typed it wrong, I think. I did type it wrong. That, you can see, is upside down, but that is the very low resolution thermal imaging camera. Like I said, it doesn't use the traditional camera, it uses the thermal imaging chipset, which gives you complete privacy. What I'm going to do is quickly turn that round so it's the right way up. So give me 2 seconds, guys. Okay, so I have now turned it round the right way. So if I walk towards it, you can see there. Here we go. So I can actually move this up to the area I want, like that. So now you'll see me at my desk. So you can see that it is a very low res thermal image. Couldn't even speak then. I'm going to go through some of the web browser functionality like I touched on previously. So if you go into configuration, if you do, like I said, this is powered by the PoE adapter. It's on the network effectively. So I've just web browsed in. You can use it standalone. You can just Wi-Fi into it using the hotspot SADP tool, set it, web browse into it, and then set it up with the external alarm contact. Or you can use it as part of an IP system, a much more deeper IP system. It's really up to you. So you've got LAN and Wi-Fi. That's what makes this so powerful. So if I set the time settings first, sync time with computer, yes. Make sure it's the right time to start with. There we go. So now that's the right time. Unit settings, degrees Celsius, centimeters, meters, or feet for the distance. And to keep it as meters. So under the logo, it's very standard web browser functionality from Hikvision. Maintenance, reboot, default, etc. Security. VCA resource type is temperature measurement plus people number management, or temperature measurement and health tracking. I'll explain what these two differences are shortly. We're going to use the people number management first. Security, user management network. Those are my network. There's my wireless LAN. I can either set it or DHCP. Advanced settings. Platform access. HiConnect, enable it. I did enable this when we set it up. Sometimes it doesn't quite work. Let's do it. Let's add it. to HIKMICRO. So manually add. Serial number is EA0442978. And there we are. That is now added to HIKMICRO. Simple as that. So I just do it that way. That is HIKMICRO there. Hello. Very, very simple. So you get notifications straight to HIKMICRO. So that's as easy as that. HTTPS, QoS, quality of service, Wi-Fi. If you want to use the Wi-Fi service, you enable it. You find the network you want to connect to. So ours is down there. Type in the password here and then save it. Let's do it anyway. I think that's my password. So say succeeded. And then when you go back into it, go back to Wi-Fi. Once it's connected up here, it should say connected. I might have used the wrong password. It looks like I did. And how I managed that, I will never know. Okay, well, it would normally connect on there. Let's try it again. I don't even know how I managed to remember these passwords, but go away. There we are, it's connected now. I did use the wrong password. So now I can use that on the Wi-Fi as well if I wanted to. Network service and alarm service. That's the beauty, is you can use it standalone. Connected to your Wi-Fi. The easiest way, if I was going to do this in all truthfulness, the app didn't work like I said in the book. I will feed it back to Hikvision. I would plug it into to a PoE switch. That's how I would do it. Connect the Wi-Fi and then deploy it where I need it to be. It's as simple as that. If you want to use it as a standalone Wi-Fi only, it will still allow you to use the HIKMICRO app when it's connected to a Wi-Fi that has internet access. So you will still get notifications, etc. using that. Video and audio, 720p constant. We'll put it as H.265. Now, the display VCA info is by player or by video. I prefer it to be in the video, which means it's ingrained. The VCA info is ingrained in the live image. So we're going to click yes. Image. So you've got OSD settings. Let's change it. I'm going to put down, I'm going to call it what is. HM-TD1017-1 QW. No, I'm just going to leave it as that. Save. And pull that out of the way. Privacy mask. If you do have any concerns around privacy, you can enable a privacy mask. You can draw an area, say like here, and then save it, and that would definitely mask it out. It wouldn't stop any events, but it would mask it out for privacy. And then VCA rule display. For any of the VCA information, like the temperature, etc., I'm going to make it bigger, and we're going to save that. Yes. Event. So you've got alarm output. You want to put the time on that, so you can have this active 24/7 or within your time period. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the multimeter on. I've connected the multimeter to the alarm output. So if I turn this on, and then if I do a manual alarm, it should trigger that. That's the multimeter behind me. So you can tap to this working to any of the third-party systems. I'm going to click save. Exception, and then an audible alarm output. So temperature measurement, warning, custom audio. So temperature or number of people. So if I have a number of people detected, Alarm times, we're just going to put it as 2. And let's just put it as 1 actually, because it could get annoying. Volume is at 100%. And we're going to make this 24/7 as well. You configure this depending on your application. Notice, if you're going to do number of people exception detection, you have to do a custom file. You can, I don't know if you heard that, I'll do it one more time. It does play from that tiny little unit. So if you're monitoring like a care home, a health scenario, the machinery gets too hot, catches fire, somebody's falling asleep with a cigarette or a vape, or they're cooking, etc., and then something catches fire, this gives you the warning and may give you the intervention needed to bring it under control. So it is a very handy function. So we do the temperature tonality storage. If you put an SD card in there, no SD card. Oh, I have got one in there. I lied, and it is normal. Okay, cool. I must have put it in there without even realizing. Temperature measurement. I can enable temperature measurement, and you've got people number management. So if I go temperature measurement and enable color temperature, display minimum and maximum, or the average, you can turn these on and off. Add original data on capture, and then add data on stream. So refreshes every second, so it's live. Degrees Celsius, you can only do between -20 and 200 degrees Celsius, and alarm interval is 3 seconds. So that you can have it, the thermometer near the target or top left. So top left will always be on the OSD top left. Near the target shows you where the target is. We're going to put near target. Let's just see what that looks like in the live video. And you can change these. Advanced settings. So you've got normal, pre-alarm output, or alarm output. So alarm output 1 is used for both. So what you can do is you've got emissivity is custom. You can have it rough, smooth, or custom. I'd leave it as custom 096. Distance 069 meters, 45 degrees. So if I put it as 30 degrees, alarm filtering time 1 second, and then alarm threshold is 35, filtering time 1 second. Let's have a look what that looks like. So you can see there below it, underneath the actual, it's the corner of the monitor. You can see that that is picking up an alarm on the corner of the monitor. Let's put a shield region in here. Enable shield region, and I'm going to put a shield region over this monitor here. Sorry, you thought it would been a lot quicker than that, didn't you? Here we are. So we're out with the shield region now. Where's the next one? It's over here now. You can never quite get it right, but you see what I'm trying to do with the shield region. The shield region's gone crazy. So linkage method, and then I can put notify surveillance center, send email, audible warning, click yes. You can see, obviously, I've started to do the temperature management. It's jumping all over the place. So what we are going to do is, under advanced, I'm going to put this, so pre-threshold, I'm going to put this 40, and I'm going to put that back to 55. There we are. I had it a bit too low, but it was more just to show you. So if I jump up to here now and show you the live image, you can see it's detecting me over here. Maximum is 40 degrees. It's a pre-alarm there. So and if it's in yellow, it's pre-alarm, and red is actual alarm. So the maximum is 40 degrees. It's on the back of that monitor. So if I make this, you can see it sort of working there. If I make that 45. And then it'll clear the alarm because it's within that threshold. So there is a bit of give and take here. Obviously, you don't want it too sensitive because like normal everyday objects like the kettle or the toaster might set it off, but it's more for like the fire or potential fire risk that we'd use this for. So you can see now everything is from minimum maximum. You can reduce all of that, the average, minimum, maximum. You don't have to show it on the screen. This is purely for demonstration purposes, but on a normal screen you can actually turn that off. If it goes up to 55 degrees, you'll get a full alarm. You probably want to investigate at that time what that actually is causing it. So again, there's no detail in the image because it is so low res. There's no detail in that image. Oh, my Wi-Fi just dropped off. Apologies. Oh, it's back on again now. Why it did that, I have no idea. I do apologise, it jumped to the network that I didn't want to be on. But you get the idea. Go back to this now. So the other mode is the people exception, people counting, if that makes sense. So people number management. So you've got a rule here. Wait for it to load. Sorry, go back to this. Okay, so we've got a region there. I can call that DVS demo room. So you've got people number exception here. I can turn it off if you don't want to use it. You don't have to turn it off. But if I say people number exception, OSD, turn it on. Alarm times per exception. You can turn that on and say only one per exception, or you can turn it off. Alarm interval is 30 seconds. First alarm delay is 1 second. So you've got number of people exception detection or enable people existence detection. So you've got two options here. So auto warn trigger are not supported for this here. We've got enable people existence detection, which is this one person detected here. I can turn that off and it goes. I can enable number of people exception detection, and then you have greater than, less than, equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than. So if I put greater than threshold of 0, alarm threshold B is 64, and then click save. And then we're going to go back. I'm going to go in and out. There's only me here, so I've had to put it as 0. So if I go to live view here, before we go any further, alarm schedule 24/7, an alarm linkage, notify surveillance center, so that's the app, and audible warning, which is not supported. But we'll go back to the rule here. I can add a few rules, not just one, so I actually can add more than one, different region. Click save. And if I go to live view here, so it's got demo room, there's one person in there currently, that's me. So if I come out of here, there's 0. So I'm out of that now. And as I come back in, it's going to go to 1. Yeah, DVS demo room, red, it's an alarm, and therefore you'd get the applicable notification should you want that email or app notification, etc. So really, it's as simple as that. So if I go back in here, and let's say I wanted an exception, one person would be probably not what you'd want in there, but you could put greater than threshold A, less than. So if it needs 3 people in there and one person goes and releases 2, you could get an alarm, or equal to, not equal to. It's very configurable. So if I say alarm threshold 3, and then click save, then it needs 3 people to get the alarm. So that's probably more like it. And then enable people existence, click save, and then that'll also show me up on the top there what the people existence is. And it's as simple as that. So you've got 3 different sort of modes there people there or not there, and you've got the fire prevention effectively. What I am going to do now is reboot the mode. So I'm going to click save on this video. I'm going to go to the system, maintenance, resource type, and then temperature and health tracking, and click yes. But I need to restart the device. Okay, so it's rebooted in the temperature measurement and health tracking. Temperature measurement is just the same, so I'm not going to do any more on that. Under the health tracking, this does the similar product we've tested before. So if I go into the rule, I've now got out of the room, out of bed, or exit without return. So there's 3 different scenarios. This is specifically for like elderly or vulnerable patient care in a healthcare or in a residential home, or even in your own house, and you're sort of looking after a vulnerable person or somebody with medical needs or an elderly person, etc. It's very, very beneficial for that. So again, if I go out of the room and just put DVS out of room, sensitivity is 50, then line crossing is A to B or B to A. So if I draw a line and just put, say, out of room, and click save, we've got arming schedule and alarm linkage. What we should see now is when I go across this threshold, it should go red to show you that it's an alarm. So I'll just go back to the live view. So if I go this way here, there we go. So that would now generate an alarm because effectively it's seeing me as outside of the room. And then I'm going into the room, which then doesn't cause an alarm. But if I leave my room, like a window or doorway, etc., then I would get that alarm. So if I go to configuration, we'll try another one. So that's the very simple one. I'm going to turn the notifications on. So if I now change this to out of bed, I can put out of bed. So say if this is my bed, let's just say, I don't sleep standing up, much to contrary belief. But again, this is my bed area. And again, if I move out of it, it should generate an alarm. I'm not sure if I enabled it. Wait for it to load again. What I should do is clear that. Do it properly. So put DVS over bed. So say if I put this on there. Last time I was very inventive and I did this with a table. So if I go, let's do it as if I'm on the floor. So if I'm on the floor here, like this, and then I roll out of bed like this. There we go. That is the proper out of bed alarm. I should have deleted it and re-added it. I don't know why I didn't do that. Apologies. Trying to shortcut stuff. So delete that, save. And the next one is exit without return. So duration 300 seconds. Let's put that 10 seconds. Draw the area there. So exit. So say I'm going to the toilet or the shower room or something, click save. So I might be going to the toilet here. And of course you want to give a few minutes before an alarm is raised. Ah, the Wi-Fi's just done it again. Apologies. Typical, and every time you do a video, everything gets in your way and wants to go wrong, doesn't it? Okay, so we're having a new network installed. Long story short, as they keep unplugging stuff, the Wi-Fi went off. It's back on just to allow me to finish this video. So I have drawn a line. If I cross over this, I made it 10 seconds. That's not realistic in a real life application, but it's to show you. So if I cross over that line, count to 10, it should go an alarm because it doesn't see me come back over the line within that grace period. So let me go out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there we go. It goes into alarm. And it comes back over. That's me coming back into the room. I would also get a notification to my phone. So on the app, under HIKConnect, I then get a notification to my phone to show me that this is actually triggered. It's very configurable. Like I say, under configuration, you can just go back in and you can set what those parameters are. I am going to turn that off because it's going to go off considerably. It'll go off a lot. But again, alarm linkage is notify for surveillance center and then trigger the output if you want to use it with a third-party system. Other than that, really simple. That is the video. So you've got the health tracking. So 3 really cool health functions for care homes, nursing homes, home care, etc. to really give you the knowledge, the empowerment to look after these people with great care and consideration. It's thermal, so it's very private. You get the privacy with it. It's very low res. You've got the fire prevention. So again, if there's an object that's overheating or catches fire and you need to know about it straight away, that gives you the ability to act very, very quickly. And it does have live audio, and it does have that. There's not two-way audio. I can't speak to anyone, but it also does have the ability to do the on the fire prevention, the alarm, the local alarm to then alarm somebody that there's something in this field of view which you need to be aware of. Inside the manual, it comes in the box. It does tell you the fitting instructions and the applicable area of coverage. So in the book, it tells you there how to install it, whether it's ceiling or wall, and what that area of coverage is going to be. Other than that, that's all I need to do. Hope you found it educational. Look out for our other content as we move forward. Brand new device available through DVS. Speak to your sales rep or your Hikvision rep if you want to know more, especially to work with devices like this in that home care setting. See you later.